Hi guys, welcome to Armchair Adventures Travel Agency, Journeys of the Imagination. I'm Head Travel Agent, Connie.
On an armchair adventure, you can go anywhere you like. On an armchair adventure, imaginations fly.
Today we're speaking to the community theatre company that went on the showbiz adventure with us in Series 1 and the recent Panto adventure. Hi guys!
Hello. Connie.
Hello.
Hola.
How can I help you?
Well, Connie, we're working on a new show.
And we need you and your adventurers' expertise.
It's for children, you see.
We want to create a new theatre show for children, explaining mental health illness.
Raising awareness. Helping children understand people's experience.
People like us.
That'd be amazing, as my Nana isn't well at the moment. Dad says she's struggling with her mental health. I'm not really sure what that means and what I can do to help. When my cousin Sora got a rash, I could see the itchy red blotches and I really felt for her because I knew what having a rash was like. Let's all pretend to have an itchy rash, adventurer.
Oh, can you reach the middle of my back?
When my dad broke his arm playing football, I could see the cast and it was obvious how to help him. Let's all pretend to be in the crowd reacting to my dad's football injury, adventurer.
That's a red flag. He's going to have to go to the hospital. He's at very great places.
Come in, Dad. When my mum got the flu, I could see her runny nose and hear her cough. She looked so sad, so I gave her honey and lemon and my favourite blanket to help her feel better. Let's all pretend we're sipping a nice, warm, soothing drink, adventurer.
Hot chocolate, my favourite.
But Nana looks the same as always, just very sad, or when she's happy, it's like she's pretending or something. I've suggested lots of things to cheer her up, but she's just not interested. I tried.
Oh, let us guess.
Things like
going for a nice long walk.
On a beautiful day.
Join in with the actions, adventurers.
getting some exercise.
Over there. Go on. Go on, Andy. Oh, go on.
Going to bed early.
Will you be quiet? I'm trying to sleep. Oops, sorry.
Putting makeup on.
I love that colour lipstick. You look fabulous.
And going dancing.
Ferrari mobility scooter drag racing. You what? You heard? Come on, adventurer. Let's all pretend to be racing a Ferrari mobility scooter. Ready? Steady? Go!
Maybe not that last one, Chris, but yeah, things like that. Nana doesn't want to listen to any of my suggestions to cheer her up. I don't understand why she can't just, well, pull herself together and snap out of it, I suppose. It all just seems to be in her head to me.
I guess that's kind of the point, Connie. Nana's illness is in her head, and that has an effect on how she feels and thinks.
And that, in turn, has an effect on her body and what her body can do right now.
Just like the examples you gave us from Sora, Dad and Mum. Your Nana's not well at the moment, but with Nana, her mental health is also affecting her physical health.
Your mind and body are inseparable, Connie.
They're both as important as each other.
And sometimes when you're not well, the things that cheer you up when you are well just don't work.
Even Ferrari mobility scooter drag racing.
Even that.
I can't help feeling responsible somehow, though. Perhaps it's something I've done. Perhaps I haven't been spending enough time with her as I used to. Dad and me even got a bit cross with her the other day because her house is a total mess and she's fallen behind on everything and she just doesn't seem to care. I feel really bad about getting cross. I just wish I could make her happy again.
That's not your responsibility, Connie.
And it's definitely not your fault, Connie.
I think we need to go on an armchair adventure, don't you?
An armchair adventure to discover what's going on inside Nanna's head.
Where are we?
The theatre, of course.
A theatre in a hospital?
No, not that kind of theatre.
The theatre.
Red chairs that fold up with the number on the front.
Twinkling mirror balls.
An audience on 3 floors, all with eager faces.
Behind them, a technician's box where they control the show.
Scenery. Props and costumes.
Lights.
A band in the pit.
Big red curtains with gold tassels.
The smell of grease paint.
Popcorn and chalk ices. Delicious. What can you hear, see and smell at the theatre, adventurer?
I can see loads of posters from other shows.
Big fancy curtains on the stage.
I can smell popcorn.
What are we doing at a theatre?
Well, we are a community theatre company, Connie.
This is what we do.
We use theatre to help people understand mental health.
And what people can do.
To feel happy and healthy.
As much as is possible for them.
How is theatre going to help me understand what's going on inside my Nana's head?
Ah, we'll show you.
Places, everybody. Act 1, setting the scene.
But we haven't rehearsed.
Well, what ingredients go into making a piece of theatre? You know, like music.
Oh, comedy.
Or actors.
Oh, for a muse of fire that would ascend the brightest heavens of invention.
That kind of thing.
Oh, I'm not sure. Help me, adventurers. What ingredients go into making a piece of theatre?
All the actors.
Dancing with dance shoes on.
Bright and colourful costumes.
Props like a sword and shield. Makeup to make you look like a different character.
Music that sets the scene.
Stage effects like fog and flashing lights.
There's some great ideas. Thank you, adventurers. Okay, stage effects.
Stage effects it is.
It's dark and murky on the stage, with just a glimpse of light peeking through. The fog machine is bellowing fog. Are we inside Nana's head?
Yes, by using our creativity and imaginations, we are. How does it feel?
I feel dark and heavy, like the atmosphere is weighing me down. How do the stage effects make you feel, adventurer?
I feel a bit scared.
It makes me feel really nervous. It makes me feel like I'm stuck in heavy mud.
Well, that's how people can feel when they're ill with their mental health.
You see?
Yes, I think I do. Who is that there? It looks like my Nana.
That's our protagonist, Connie.
Protagonist means the main character.
In a piece of theatre.
Or a story.
What is she doing?
She's walking, going about her usual business.
But suddenly there's a deep, dark, abandoned well in her path.
And she falls right in.
Why?
Act 2, things get worse.
Oh no, I think the protagonist is stuck in the deep, dark, abandoned well.
She is, with just a glimpse of shimmering sunlight peeking out from behind the dark clouds overhead.
It's not the first time this has happened.
Sometimes she can stop herself from falling.
But she didn't notice it happening to her this time.
And she fell before she could stop herself. It snuck up on her without her realising.
She fell down and now she's stuck.
Oh no, poor her. Don't worry, I'll help her. Stand back, everyone. Come on, adventurers, let's help the protagonist out of the well and wrap this story up once and for all. It'll be easy to get out. If it was me, I'd just jump into the bucket and winch myself up. Join in, adventurers.
Go on, get in. Here, take this bucket.
Or get another character to lend me a ladder and climb up.
Grab hold of this ladder, one step at a time.
Or a trampoline.
Whee! This is so Bowser.
Oh, a rocket jetpack.
Great idea, Chris.
I can see my house.
Hiya, Mum.
She's not listening to any of our ideas. What's wrong with her? Oh, it's so frustrating. Why won't she help herself?
She's not ready, Connie.
At the moment, she may believe she'll never get out the well.
But she can still see a little bit of sun, though.
A little bit of light.
Even in her darkest hour.
What's she eating?
A soggy sardine sandwich.
Why?
Oh, it's a metaphor.
Oh, what?
A way of expressing an idea or image that represents something else. In this case, how Nanna is feeling and thinking.
When we make a piece of theatre, we use metaphors a lot.
We ask ourselves creative questions.
Questions like?
If feeling sad and depressed was a colour, what colour would it be?
Blue. Dark blue.
A horrible muddy brown, like when you mix all your paints together.
Black. Definitely black.
What do you think, adventurer?
It might be the colour blue, because I hate the rain. I don't like getting wet.
Navy blue because it is the colour of your tears.
Maybe the colour dark blue because it makes me feel lonely.
Grey because it reminds me of the dark shadows.
Black because it's got no light.
If feeling sad and depressed was an animal, what animal would it be?
A sloth.
A big black dog.
A lobster in a tank.
What do you think, adventurer?
I think a blobfish because its face is always sad. A hamster because it lives alone.
Panda because it's been endangered for years.
And finally, if feeling sad and depressed was a food, what food would it be?
Well, that's an easy one. A soggy sardine sandwich.
Exactly. Get it?
Yes, I do. What next?
Act 3, of course. Things get even worse and build to a climax.
A what?
The climax is the part of the story when things come to a head.
What's happening now? What's that music?
Working with the musicians, using our imaginations and experiences, we have composed some pieces of music, Connie.
To help explain mental health illness.
When I'm poorly, Connie, my thoughts and actions repeat over and over again in a way that I don't want them to, but can't stop.
That must be very difficult for you, Chris.
Yeah, it is. Can you hear how my repetitive thoughts and actions are represented in the music?
I can. I really can. Why are the lights flashing?
That's because when I feel like this, I experience flashes of light and my heart races in my body.
This music is incredible. I love watching the orchestra. Even the way the musicians play the instruments looks repetitive. Look at them all.
Violins.
Flutes. Guitars. Drums.
Use your imaginations as you listen, adventurers, to imagine the musicians playing in the orchestra at the theatre.
I could see a drum set being played.
I could see somebody dinging a triangle.
I imagine someone playing the trumpet,
A piano, fingers moving fast.
Our protagonist on the stage doesn't seem to be responding to the music though, and she seems to be going deeper and deeper down the well. Maybe she can't hear it. I'll just get the musicians to play louder. Play up, you lot.
Connie, the music represents what's happening inside the protagonist's head.
When people are poorly with their mental health, they quite often appear one way to people on the outside, but inside their head they are experiencing very different thoughts and feelings.
We're representing this in our theatre show, using this music.
Oh, I see. So just playing the music louder isn't going to help.
No, it's not. In fact, it could make things worse.
But the poor protagonist is going deeper and deeper.
When I'm not well, Connie, my mood, thoughts and behaviours can swing from being very high and manic, like this, to very low, like this. Without my medication, my illness is very difficult to control.
Thanks for sharing that, Mike. Oh no, it's starting to rain now.
For me, Connie, when I'm not well, I can experience unwanted noises and sounds and voices in my head. Using the music, the experience is kind of like this.
That must be very difficult for you, Habib, having all that going on.
It can be, Connie. It feels good to share though and use my experience in a creative way to help others.
For me, Connie, when I'm ill, I suddenly feel scared or panicky at things I'd normally not feel those things over. This can cause my body to shake, so the music can suddenly be like this.
This music makes me feel really uncomfortable and uneasy, like a volcano erupting inside my mind. How does it make you feel, adventurers?
It made me feel really on edge. It made me feel a bit worried, like someone was chasing me.
How'd you make it stop?
Well, that can be tricky. There isn't always an easy answer to that. But talking to my friend John helps. He really understands. Thanks, John, by the way.
That's all right, Louise. I'm glad to help.
When I talk to John, someone I trust, and focus on good things. Things that remind me I'm me and not my illness. The music starts to sound much more like this.
This is more like it. Let's have a moment of calm to this music, adventurers. Wow, the way you guys use music to explain things is amazing.
Nice one, Connie. Thank you very much.
But it hasn't helped our poor protagonist. She's completely stuck now, and to top it all off, it's pouring with rain. The dark clouds are covering up the little sun there was. She's never gonna get out. She reminds me of my Nana, stuck in a bed feeling really sad and unable to move. Is this a metaphor? We need to do something, quick. I don't want the story to end like this. Stand back. I'll sort this out. How do I get onto the stage? What's going on?
It's the interval, Connie. Everyone has a break.
A nice cup of tea.
And a biscuit. Biscuits.
We can't do that now. What about the protagonist?
Well, she's fictional, Connie. She'll just wait in the story until after the interval.
Oh, I see. I kind of forgot it was a story and not real life. Join us next time then, adventurers, for the next instalment of Inside Nanna's Head Adventure and the second half of our theatre show. I hope the story has a happy ending and we learn how to better look after my Nana. I also hope that the queue for the theatre toilets isn't too long. I wonder if the theatre will have bubblegum flavoured ice cream. That's my favourite. See you after the interval. Bye for now.
On and on.